cloth, surgical, N95. These are all masks that we can use to fight COVID-19. It doesn't really matter which mask you use, as long as you wear one, it will help to prevent the virus. Many cities in Idaho have now mandated masks, so that you have to wear them all the time in public places. Either people like or despise masks. This is relevant because, according to the CDC, there are 16,086 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Idaho alone. Masks help us from spreading this even more. With masks, we can slow the rate of spread and of death. The groups on each side are the cities that have mask mandates and the cities that don't. According to KPVI, Pocatello and other cities don't require masks. According to Boise Public Radio, McCall, Boise, Driggs, Kendall, and Victor all require masks. I stand with the group with the mask mandates. I've done a lot of research on this, and I live in Pocatello. I have read many CDC articles, and I have visited towns with mask mandates. In fact, I'm in Boise right now, so I'm aware of what they are like. I'm going to present 3 reasons why we should have a mask mandate. Why the city of Pocatello should adopt a mask mandate. First, it will help slow the spread of COVID-19. Second, it will prevent another shutdown. And third, despite my opposition, wearing a mask is important and essential. To begin, I will argue that mask mandates will help slow spread. Mask mandates should be adopted to slow COVID-19. COVID-19 is spreading at an alarming rate. According to the CDC, on April 21st, there were 793,669 confirmed cases. This was highly concerning in April. According to the CDC, the cases increased 1,000-fold from February to April. The number of confirmed cases today, again according to the CDC, is 4,225,687. Both of these are in the US only, by the way. According to CNN.com, the United States has 4% of the population, of the world's population, but 25% of the world's coronavirus cases. Officials worry that we're losing time to control it. According to Mayo Clinic, asymptomatic carriers can avoid spreading the virus with a mask on. The CDC recommends that masks are worn now, where they didn't at first. It doesn't really matter if they're surgical or cloth, as long as they're thick enough, they will stop the particles. According to the Salt Lake Tribune, there are areas where mandates were imposed and the rates dropped. In Salt Lake County, masks help to flatten their curve. According to NPR, the droplets that come out of your mouth when you're speaking slam against the mask, which helps to slow the spread because they aren't coming out of your mouth, contaminating other people, etc. Now that you know about how masks help prevent COVID-19, I will talk about how they will prevent another shutdown. Mask mandates will prevent another shutdown, according to Boise Public Radio. Shutdowns are very detrimental to the economy, according to the Wall Street Journal. Again, according to the Wall Street Journal, the last shutdown caused 30 million Americans to lose their jobs. People are left without ways to support their family. According to Fox Business, even though stimulus checks often did come this year, sometimes it just wasn't enough. Sometimes they didn't actually come for people this year, but they're going to give them to them next year, which is kind of useless. Shutdowns put our economy in trouble. According to CNN, the GDP collapsed by 34% during the last shutdown. Spending has been down as well. Also, according to CNN, if we have 95% of people in masks, we could save 33,000 lives by October. That's 33,000 deaths that wouldn't have to happen. This loss in deaths would also cause a loss of shutdown. The coronavirus, according to CNN, infects 2 to 3 people aside from the original person. So if I had it, I would give it to 2 or 3 people, which is way more infectious than the flu. According to CNBC, not wearing masks propagates the virus. High-risk settings need masks to slow the spread. This includes basically anywhere that's public, so we need mask mandates. The more mask usage we have, the better outcome we will have. Now you know how masks can prevent shutdown. Now we'll review the opposition's claims that masks aren't essential. Despite claims, wearing a mask is very important. According to Lyons in 2020, no one with a medical degree says masks don't work. According to the CDC, masks will stop the spread by catching particles, like I talked about earlier. According to CNN, masks do work, and despite what you think, you have to use them. According to the Cleveland Clinic, although some may be uncomfortable, it's better for most. It'll be better for everyone if we all just wear masks and get this over with. According to Boise Public Radio, if we all wear masks, the curve will flatten like it did in Salt Lake. If the curve flattens, then we will be more back to normal. There is no perfect way to slow this virus. We can adopt this policy and flatten the curve, or we can continue how we are and keep having cases rise. And we don't want those cases to rise. Saying that masks don't work is not a good excuse anymore, and it just doesn't cut it. Now you've seen the claims that masks don't work, and we've debunked them. In conclusion, we've covered 3 reasons why the city of Pocatello should adopt a mask mandate. First, we've covered how mask mandates slow spread. Second, we've covered how mask mandates could prevent another shutdown. And last, we've covered and debunked claims that masks don't work. This was the opposition's claim. The city of Pocatello should impose a mask mandate, but in the meantime, wear one of your own accord. Here are my flashcards.